So, still on Miriam Drive, had to reset. Had some pretty good lighting.
1823,
I had to use
semi-for
different
call.
radar because the weather underground was crapping out on me. Beautiful rainbow though.
Charles, 31 Charles for a residential intrusion alarm.
And all that resetting and everything has put us way behind. We're going to race down I-35, see if we can get on it here in Miriam.
11 West 140
I say race down, but with rain and rush hour, it's probably a parking lot.
2204, can you copy this radio?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm en route with these people back to our station.
At the door control, covers the west warehouse motion at 1824.
Tima, come on. Up. And of course the dog, being the chicken that she is, heard a couple of crackles of thunder and ran and hid underneath the dashboard.
Copy 12 Nora.
I'm going to be very careful I don't have any hail guards on this truck, and there is some hail in this thing. We're downtown Miriam now.
You want on the intrusion alarm, 301 Southwest Boulevard, 301 Southwest Boulevard at door control. It covers the west warehouse motion. 300.
S21 disregard, all back 361 from 4
here. Well,
10-4, thank you. 221, disregard. You can switch back, thank you.
Sitting at a light.
Copy, switching.
If we turn left here, we can get on I-35, which is about a block east of here. Less than a block. Well, the gates are down for the train and people going around it.
The arts, entertainment, educational, and informational programming is offered daily. Details
nice.
at kgwu.org.
Well, I think instead of doing that, I'm going to turn around here, and there's another way to get on I-35.
And I'm Bob Williams. We'll be back to music momentarily here on KTR. An update to the severe weather on the eastern edge of Kansas.
41 North 1393, Thompson trailer. South back door. 26.
Also, about 6 minutes ago, extreme weather spotters and officers and National Weather Service employees report severe thunderstorms from Overland Park to Olathe.
Kansas City.
23.
You did advise this crash was northbound 69 at 87.
7 miles per hour. Locations is occupied by thunderstorms through Overland Park, Olathe, and Shawnee. This storm produced
10-4, thanks.
227.
Quit 2 and quarters. Busy. Bus cars at Johnson Drive and I-35 are in the down position. We're not seeing a train here.
Report that 2.56 inches of rain and falling through the thunderstorm that moved through the Leavenworth area. Leavenworth Emergency Management reports water 14 to 16 inches deep is flowing across many roadways in the city of Leavenworth.
2024 Kansas City.
Excessive runoff from the storm will cause flash flooding in small creeks.
22.
Do not
1023, 69 southbound, just north of 87th. On the 1047, 2 vehicles in the number 2 lane. I'm going to shut it down.
drive across flooded roadways. That's not the only flash flood warning. The flash flood warning for 11 for western
2024.
Sherwood Forest. We're going to see Robin Hood.
West 43rd, 614, West 43.
Oh, I'm going to turn and
Bad
Robin Hood Lane. Nice mid-century modern
Numbers
looking
816-977-7872,
house right here.
816-977-7872.
I like mid-century modern.
7872.
In the Leavenworth, Wyandotte, Johnson County areas, and Canton and Platte County of Missouri, it looks like we'll have widespread.
We're attempting to safely get onto I-35.
Streets, other passes, and the like in the severe thunderstorm warning. In effect for northern Johnson County until 6:45.
Calling 1-3 Lima, 26 Mike for an injury accident.
This is in effect
135th in Quivira, 135 in Quivira. It's a vehicle versus a bicycle. They're going to be southbound, south of, and medical is en route. Call was given to us by Johnson County. We don't have any additional information. 1-3 Lima, 26 Mike. Those units are out 135 in Quivira, 1829.
Quarter-sized hail also expected with the storm. So a severe thunderstorm warning for
Yeah, 20 miles per hour is not that bad.
that is until 6:45 for southern Johnson County.
It's alright. Total, like I just saw Total Baker. They're at China Parkway in Evie right now. Hopefully they're pulling up. Yeah, I think the only thing that we'd ever do is put it on flash now anyway. We can't reset them. Yeah, 10-4. They're all on red flash, so Total Electric should be on sync.
This is an extremely dangerous storm in Johnson County. We have 6 sites now inside the storm.
Finally gotten on the I-35 and the traffic's not so bad here.
Go ahead, 133 Major. Go ahead. Accident 135 southbound south of 26 Mike. You can downgrade your response, but remain en route.
Spoke too soon. I see a bunch of brake lights.
By a motorcycle on the west side of Cabrera, about 137, laying on its side up in the crack. Nobody around and fired on the
Okay. That may be part of the accident.
We're on the back side of the storm. Looks like we're gonna have to touch the floor to get to the other side. And might take 160 or yeah, 169 south.
95th, and we are at the intersection of 95th and Valentine.
Merging onto 69 south. Take us straight south instead of southwest.
Detail on Jacobs. Last night spelling Adam Lincoln Boy, Ida Nora Adam versus Charles, middle D. David Whitemale, 8766. 16 on that. 8760.
Of 10, amount is 350 cash only. Yep, 14 to 0.
David, Mary Edward, Robert Edward, David Ida Tom Henry, middle initial E Edward, white female 10, 31 to 71.
20 Mike at 1834.
33 Charles.
Go ahead.
Had a car pulling behind me. Driver advised the bike belonged to her brother. Chain fell off. No accident. And fixing it on the side. They'll be back to fix it after the rain stops. So unless there's another accident in the area, an accident.
Lima en route to your location, and we'll check with fire at 1835.
I'm already here. Fire's making a turn to the Emily parking lot on the southwest corner.
Copy. Calling 14 Lima for a non-injury accident, 103rd and 69 Highway. 103, 69 Highway at 1835. 127 on Chastain, upper 18 unit 2, 1835. That's a traffic light. Possibly laying in the middle of the intersection there, needs traffic control. 1836.
It's Overland Park, talking about a traffic light in the middle of the intersection, probably storm related. Didn't catch which intersection.
Will you be clearing to back to
We
the
are
red spot alarm, or
approaching the southern part of Overland Park, and now
Copy, King. And 10 Edward, I'm going to show you back to the other side.
we are on the northwest edge of the storm.
Probably.
The storm is heading south, according to the radio station, 20 miles per hour.
26 Mike, I'm going to preempt you from the call, so that's the 13 at 1836. 0 Mike.
See if I can get the weather radio here.
Flood stage is 17 feet. Monsoon is forecast with a maximum stage of 19.5 feet expected Saturday morning. At 17 feet, low-lying area. Flood. Do not drive through flowing water. Nearly half of all flood fatalities are vehicle lived. As little as 6 inches of water may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. 2 feet of water will carry most vehicles away. Stay tuned to our weather radio or your local media for further information.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for northern Johnson County and east central Kansas until 6:45 p.m. At 6:20 p.m., trained weather spotters and off-duty National Weather Service employees report severe thunderstorms from Overland Park to Olathe, with numerous streets down. The storms continue to move slowly south at 10 miles per hour and will continue to produce widespread damaging winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Overland Park, Olathe, Stanley, Shawnee. This storm has a history of producing widespread wind damage across Johnson, Leavenworth, and Wyandotte counties. Take shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. for the following county, Johnson County, Kansas. Significant weather advisory for western Lafayette and eastern Jackson counties until 7:15 p.m. At 6:31 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar radar, with tracking strong thunderstorms along the line extending from Buster to Lake Tappango and moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour are expected with these storms. Locations near the path of these storms include Bliss Springs, Grain Valley, Oak Grove, Lake Lotawana, Lake Tappango, Near Lakes and Bay City. These storms may be defined, so be certain to monitor local radio and TV stations, as well as local cable TV outlets for additional information and possible warnings from the National Weather Service.
The National Weather Service in Pleasant Hill has issued an urban and small streams.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for central Johnson County and east central Kansas until 6:45 p.m. At 6:31 p.m., severe thunderstorms continue to produce widespread wind damage in and around the lake. Tree damage at 17 miles per hour is reported. These storms were moving 25 miles per hour. Locations affected include all of southern Johnson County, well. This storm has a history of producing widespread wind damage across Johnson County. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Seek shelter now and stay away from windows. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for 5 feet.
The last 11 North West and Eastern states, in fact, already experiencing quite a bit of flooding in those areas. Right now, urban small central advisory for Johnson
Southern Leavenworth County, Wyatt County, until 11 p.m. At 5:25 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms with heavy rainfall across the advisory area. Doppler radar estimated around an inch of rain has fallen across the Lansing, Mesa, Fairmont, Highland, and Wolf areas. Rainfall rates with these storms are averaging around 3 inches per hour, but the storms are moving quickly enough that an additional inch or less of rain is expected. Runoff from this excessive rainfall will cause minor flooding to occur, especially along small streams and near low water crossings. Some locations that will experience minor flooding include Bonner Springs, Edwardsville, and Kansas City, Kansas. The bulk of the rain is falling across into the Missouri River Basin between Leavenworth and Kansas City. Rain also is affecting portions of streams or creek above Tonganoxie. Excessive runoff from this storm will cause minor flooding of small creeks and streams, country roads, as well as farmland along the banks of creeks and streams. Excessive runoff from heavy rainfall may cause low-impact flooding of small creeks and streams, highways, and underpasses. Do not drive around barricades set up to block water-covered roadways. The barricades are set up for your protection. The National Weather Service in Pleasant Hill has issued an urban and small stream flood advisory for Johnson County and east central Kansas until midnight at 6:07 p.m. National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms with heavy rainfall across the advisory area. Doppler radar estimated that near 1 inch of rain has fallen across northern portions of the county, with rainfall gauges along Johnson Drive and Woodland Road reporting rainfall around 3/4 of an inch. Rainfall rates with these storms range from 2 1/2 to 3 inches, with an additional 1 1/2 to 1 3/4 of an inch of rainfall expected. Runoff from this excessive rainfall will cause minor flooding to occur, especially along small streams and near low water crossings. Some locations that will experience minor flooding include DeSoto, Fairway, Gardner, Lake Riviera, Leeward, Lenexa, Marion, Mission Hills, Olathe, Overland Park, Prairie Village, Shawnee, Mission Woods, and Westwood Hills. Flooding of urban roadways as rain-overwhelmed storms range is possible and may cause roads to become impassable locally. Excessive runoff from this storm will cause minor flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other drainage areas and low-lying spots.
This is the all-weather radio station, KID-77 in Kansas City. Severe weather is occurring in the listening area.
Shut off for a second and